Hello there. My name is Maya. I'm a tattoo artist in Indiana, and I wanted to take a second and go through old sketchbooks of mine because that seemed like a lot of fun. I found a stack of them in my house while I was cleaning, and I was like, dang, I love looking at these. Inktober is also right around the corner. I do Inktober every single year. If you don't know what that is, it's literally just a little internet challenge where you draw every single day based off of a particular prompt list. And a lot of these are filled up with my Inktober drawings. So as we approach October, I think it would be really fun to reminisce on some of my older art. It's just fun for me. I hope you enjoy Monday's video. Thanks for clicking on this. Oh. Thank you. This sketchbook was from September through October in 2021. It has a lot of Inktober drawings in it. This is not one of them. This was just me practicing with watercolors. I think it's very obvious that I was super uncomfortable with watercolors at first, especially in this sketchbook. I also started experimenting with alcohol markers, and that's when things start getting very colorful and like super good, in my opinion. This was a piece that me and my roommate Michaela made together, just a pencil sketch. This was also just a pencil sketch. I've done so many like weird ladies in my days. I think that was honestly the main thing that I used to make. Like growing up, I would make just like big titty anime girls. And so I like to draw just ladies sometimes. I remember this being one that I felt like really proud of for the first time with the alcohol markers. McKinsey River Pizza Grill and Pubs where I used to work, and that was their logo. I do this thing a lot of the time when I'm drawing. If there's something on the back, I'll make it into its own little art piece just for fun. Sometimes the shapes look like kind of weird and I will see something, so I'll just like sketch it really fast. Oh yeah, we were approaching Halloween, so corn sword, very Indiana. My obsession with guts and entrails began so early. You can tell by these whales. Oh, this one is just I don't like to hurt others. He's like a grim reaper who's self-conscious about the fact that he has to kill people. I used to write in my art a lot. I don't do that as much anymore since I do tattoo designs. I'm not really making text alongside my art, but art was a really huge way that I communicated for a long time. Some of my more like negative thoughts and feelings. This page especially is very interesting to me, and I think it is fun to share it. At the time it was made when I was really mentally unwell, very like sad and frustrated, and I felt like almost like numb, like I couldn't feel my feelings. And art was a huge way that I felt my negative feelings, even though I didn't like there's a long period of time where I just like didn't cry. I didn't feel negativity. I didn't feel like the anger that I felt like I should be feeling, but for some reason it would come out in my art very naturally. So this one is super it's like emo as hell and very deep, I guess. It has a lot of just like themes of loneliness and sadness. I just didn't quite understand my brain at this time. Like even on the side it says like when I hurt my or sorry, when I hurt my art. Am I evil? Why is this egg in so much pain? Like I don't know. This was how I felt negativity was just through like rage art. This one continues on the back and it's just kind of very similar vein of stuff. If you want to pause this and read it, you totally can. It's very personal, a lot of it, so I'm not going to go too in detail. And then, like I said, it's kind of emo, very depressing sort of stuff. But I just love art for that. Like, I think it really helps people process emotions. And when you're going through a lot of grief and you have a lot of pain, art is something that for me naturally helps with that. Like I think there's actually a lot of scientific evidence to back that up, which I find so cool. Like creativity is almost the opposite of like sorrow, and like a lot of negative feelings, a lot of mental unwellness can be, it can really be helped through art, like creativity and stuff. I made my little Inktober thumbnails here. So, like, each day I would make a new thumbnail, tiny here before I decided to make it big in my notebook. So, just little pencil sketches and stuff. I kind of went ham on the first like panel, and then I just like lost motivation and just started drawing them the day of. Like I didn't really plan them. That's kind of how Inktober goes. You know, you start so solid in the beginning, and then by day 15 you're like, I hate it here. My little tooth gentleman. I remember this sketchbook being really important for me because this was the first time that I had made things that I just felt like I felt like a real artist when I was making these. I felt like I could see an image in my head and like really execute it, which is something that I didn't feel confident about before this, but it allowed for me to practice a lot, like Inktober really did. Inktober always does. I grow the most as an artist during the month of October every single year. This is probably one of my absolute favorites from this weird flesh guy. He's holding a lantern. I don't know why, but he just seems haunted as fuck. And like I don't know why the paper looks almost burnt. Like that's just cool to me. It has like really haunted energy. My little fan. I was really finding my like cartoony style and enjoying alcohol markers a lot. These hands super solid. Oh yeah, this is Beanhead. I feel like I really liked the little sketch of Beanhead, and then I didn't do him justice in the actual illustration, but oh yeah, candy corn bat guitar. Only the coolest shit. Oh yeah. I think these were the Inktober prompts, and one of them was toxic. So I thought of the toxic candy. This one was the prompt was mask, I believe. Oh yeah, this one I can't remember what the prompt for this one was, but this is a watercolor illustration, and I freaking love the way it turned out. I love the glowing lights everywhere, and the little fish. Some of them I would just leave a pencil sketch. For some reason, this one to me, I just really liked it as a pencil sketch, and I didn't want to finish it in line art. That doesn't happen all the time, but for some reason, that one just lives in pencil land. This piece was really good in my opinion. I couldn't draw hands as well as I can now until I made that piece. I was just looking at my own hand, like taking pictures of my own hand, trying so hard to like comprehend that shit. Oh yeah, weird Eldridge building, because of course. Weird eye Eldridge building. I gave this weird line man a second stab. Literally stabbed them twice. And that's all. That's literally just one little sketchbook. Yeah, I guess from the month of September to October here. So I just love looking at people's old art, and you know, you can compare it to my art now and see like what things in my style have stuck, what things in my style have changed drastically. It was really cool to me flipping through this and seeing those whales in particular that were like cut open and stuff, because I didn't even realize that that was a theme that's been in my mind for a long long time. But when I look at old stuff like this, I'm like, oh wow, like you can tell that it's my art. You can still tell there's a steady Maya in there, which I find really cool. I have so many more sketchbooks, as you can see. So I'm going to be posting just a couple more just as we approach Inktober. Like I said, I'm just finding it really cool to reminisce on some of my other art pieces. And I love looking at people's old sketchbooks and like seeing their art now. Every single year, there is a big block on my Instagram that is reserved for Inktober. It gets like super flooded with drawings, and then it's back to tattoos and stuff. But I always draw for Inktober every single day. I'm just really excited that we're getting super close to that. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you got this far. If you liked any of the drawings you saw in this video, I post those and lots of my tattoos, other arts on Instagram at 3 Eggs in a Trench Coat. I also post tattoo related content on TikTok at 3 Eggs in a Trench Coat. You can send me an email about anything tattoo related or otherwise at miaspeertattoos@gmail.com. I also have a website with all of my booking info, where I'm traveling to next, my full artist portfolio, all that good stuff. www.miaspeer.com. I have like a couple of these, so I think I have a couple of these sketchbooks that are just completely full, and I think it would be really fun to keep sharing them. So this is just part 1. Come back for Wednesday when I do another one, and Friday when I do another one. I am going to be posting Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for the whole month of September, so if you liked this, subscribe and come back, because I'm posting like a madman. Please come back. It'll be great. I promise. Swear on my life. Swear on your life. Swear on my dog's life. That's serious business. Look at how cute he is. I swear on him too. That's kind of crazy of me. I guess you better subscribe. I think that's it though.